Today, our hot topics are going to be: would you have sex with a stranger on vacation? Right? Spicy, right? I'm going on vacation. Just want to know the input, guys. So, what are you talking about today?
I have no idea yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay, time.
Chris.
Yep.
Welcome to the shit show.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about today,
cool. Off
the top of the head. So I'm going to start the podcast with something different, current events. We have a lot of stuff going on.
Yep.
Me and Zoe were just talking about Kate Spades. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Sad.
Goes out to her family. She committed suicide in her home. Left a note addressed to her 13-year-old daughter saying, "This is not your fault. You did nothing wrong. Ask your dad."
That's fucked up. That's sad.
That's so crazy.
It's truly sad.
That's so crazy. She's gonna have so many questions for her father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's such like a cliffhanger.
It's messed up. Like, I don't care how much dirt you want to do. You're a real piece of shit if you let it affect your family, right?
What do you mean? That's what I was like. On whose side? On the dad's side?
On the dad's side.
Yes.
Yeah. No. He single-handedly ripped his family apart for whatever actions, and I'm just, obviously it's all just
Chris is making a face. Chris is going to talk ill about the dead. I feel it in my bones.
That's unacceptable because, people have emotions. People get upset. You gotta, someone builds a life around the relationship you're in, the family you build, right? And even if you're not happy in that,
you should have some respect.
Yeah, you should understand that the other person,
your action is going to affect more than just. Don't be selfish, basically.
Exactly. Don't be selfish. Hide the receipts.
Hide. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
you
not,
can't.
Well, no, hold on. If you're not strong enough to walk away, hide your receipts. And if you can't hide your receipts, then keep your hands to yourself. Keep your head down. Do what you're supposed to do, because this is a tragic situation. Think about the kids. Think about, you know what I mean? Because this is obviously some sort of domestic situation here that led to this.
Ask your dad. Like
that's crazy. Like that. Like, if I were the father, that would break my heart. But guess whose fault that is? It would be mine. You know what I mean? You gotta own up to your shit. If you're gonna do shit, do it properly.
I think there's some cheating. It to me.
Yeah.
It would be some like cheating going on. Because, like, why else would you leave it on the other person?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Or unless he fucked the money up. What if he fucked the company up somehow? Yeah,
people money do funny things. Like, they do, like, you take away their money, they don't got nothing else.
Or if, damage the brand beyond.
I don't know.
If there's something about to come out and it's going to fuck up the brand and she can't make that, it's going to damage her life's work. That could be it too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
sad.
crazy.
Sad. R.I.P. to Kate Spade.
Yeah. Chris, you're awfully quiet. You're making me nervous.
Waiting for your devil talk.
Devil talk?
Yeah, it's about to come out.
That's hurtful.
Shouldn't be hurtful.
Did you say double or devil?
Devil. He said devil. He called me a devil.
I didn't call you a devil. I called what you're about to say.
Well, the devil's going to sip his devil juice, which is wine.
It's actually pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah. Thank you. This is my favorite wine. It's 19 Crimes. And this one is the Uprising.
Oh.
It's 15%.
It's delicious.
It's dinner.
It's delicious.
All right, so Chris, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't care. I didn't care about Kate Spade before it happened. I don't care now. I don't care.
Make sure the lightning not hitting on my house, okay? So, the next current tip.
Wait, I'm supposed to care about somebody that killed themselves? I don't.
So, how do you pronounce her name? Issa Rae?
Spade? Oh, Issa Rae.
Yeah. Issa Rae.
Yeah. Issa.
Itza.
Like Issa, like pizza. Issa.
Itza.
Issa. No
Issa.
eats. No eats. Issa. Issa.
So this girl went on. She was at a fashion event, and Kim Kardashian was in.
Chrissy can't say Issa.
I can't.
Issa.
Itza.
Issa.
Issa.
I'm a better
Issa.
friend. I was gonna let
Issa.
you move on from that.
I'm not.
Just putting that
Issa.
out there.
So,
Just putting that out there.
the star from Insecure hosted a fashion event. Kim Kardashian was in the audience, and her statement was
Whose statement? Issa's? Okay. That's fucked up. I see how that works.
Yes.
My bad.
Yes, Christopher. Yes. So she was doing her speech, and one of her comments were, "She's about as fashionable as Kanye West is black."
Wait.
No,
She's
she
about
said
as
Who said that?
Issa Rae.
Issa Rae said that about Kim Kardashian.
You're gonna make her stop saying that name.
right.
I don't. I'm
Issa
trying-
Rae
because you
said
Issa
that
Rae
she
Kim,
cares
so-
about fashion when it's convenient for her, just like Kanye West cares about being black when it's convenient for him.
She said that about Kim Kardashian.
No,
She said that about Kanye West
in front of Kim Kardashian.
while Kim Kardashian was in the
So?
audience.
What's the problem?
That's her
That's her
husband. You're
husband.
talking about bad about her husband in front of.
Who is a public figure?
Correct. But it was just funny that she said that.
Oh, hilarious! Yeah,
It was just funny that
She had two
I thought
jokes. She
there
said
was-
that, and then she said
Oh,
something
no,
else. I forget what the other
absolutely
joke was.
She was,
I'm like,
oh my God,
oh.
because you messed it up when I was saying it.
I'm sorry.
Say it again, because I remember.
That she cares about fashion when it's convenient for her.
No,
Just
no,
like
no. She said, I'm about as fashionable
Mm-hmm.
as Kanye West is black.
That's fucking
That's what-
hilarious.
That's what you said. And then she was like, well, he's only, like, Kanye West is only black. Kanye West is black, like, being black is like a choice, just like slavery. It's something along those lines. Can you pull it up?
Yeah,
I think it was something like, but it was funny. It was hilarious. He didn't say anything about it, and someone.
What's he gonna say? He said it.
Someone made a statement that she was just being an angry black woman and being overly aggressive. And I was like,
Okay.
what?
Do we want to hear the joke?
Yes, go ahead.
You can't even like
Ooh.
talk shit to people, or not even talk shit. You can't even be funny anymore.
No.
I'm gonna start a magazine. I'm gonna start Complex because bitches is out here doing this wrong. In the next
Can you
picture,
hold it closer to the, just so I can?
believe it or not, I was actually trying to attract boys. I was not successful. It was a lonely summer.
My
And
summer.
this, from just a few hours ago, you know, when I'm left to my own devices, I'm about as fashionable as Kanye is black. Only when it's convenient.
Yikes.
You guys, that joke was my choice, just like slavery. Come on.
How is that not funny?
It's hilarious, but you can tell it's like a reach. Like that whole speech was for her to say that. Funny as it is,
She wrote that joke.
It's funny.
That's
Yeah, I
funny.
know.
She
Yeah,
wrote it.
I didn't say it wasn't funny.
That was her punchline.
I'm just saying, like, there wasn't a bigger message. It was just the Kanye bars, which I'm here for. Don't get me wrong.
It's funny. I'm
It
here
is
for
funny.
you,
It's
girl.
hilarious.
I'll learn how to pronounce your name. Trust me. I will. We'll come up with a nickname.
Well, speaking of Kanye, Alonzo said something that was crazy.
Uh-huh.
He said that he wouldn't support Drake. Why wouldn't you support Drake, but you'll still support Kanye?
Because Drake is not a rapper. Okay, Drake is a fraud. Is what he is.
Why is he a fraud?
Because if you can, we literally just talked about it.
Yeah.
But because you have this beef with Meek Mill that lets us know that okay, you're about that action. Okay,
You got the smoke.
You got and you're ready for it at all times. Then the smoke is finally delivered at a level in which
Went over his head.
Not even in a negative way. And like you deserve someone that can actually bring out your
Some
ability.
decent competition was
Exactly.
handed to you.
Exactly. And then, no disrespect to Jay Prince, of course, but you hide behind him because you don't have anything. You know what I mean? This whole beef this whole response that's going to end Kanye's career, bullshit. If he can say slavery is a choice, still drop an album,
and still make
sell
it. Yeah,
sneakers
people
and
still showed up for that release. I've seen so many people. I was shocked.
And everybody's talking about how like Hot 97 and everybody's like, oh, Drake wrote "Yikes" or some shit like that. So what? We know Kanye gets help.
He's a producer. He's not a writer. He's not a rapper. He produces beats.
What's the problem?
He never said he was the illest alive.
So
never.
I think because Drake ran and hid behind Pops, you know what I mean? He's no longer a rapper. Like, he's no longer a rapper.
So he
no longer has
doesn't
my respect.
have your respect.
Not.
But Kanye does? How does Kanye still have your respect?
So, and also the blackface thing. That's crazy as hell.
How does Kanye still have your respect? How?
Yeah, because the So, and I'll explain it because I think
In detail.
I got you. I'm with you. I'm with you. That warrants it.
Listen, 50% black, 100% offended.
No. So here's the thing. I think the biggest problem is that he didn't get his words across properly. I think the statement in which he said, which everyone heard, is crazy as hell. And there's nothing that you can do to stand behind it. But I honestly believe he's talking about the slave mentality of which, y'all know I'm a slave to technology.
No,
that's a choice.
No.
I honestly believe
no.
that. I don't think he's talking about 19.
Yes,
18,
he said 400 years of slavery was a choice. There is no way that you
Kanye West. 400 years of slavery. That sounds like a choice to me.
Yes, that's what he's
so
not. You did not listen to it. Yeah, you need to delete that man's album off of your Apple Music.
Album's still fire. I can separate the music from the thing. I won't do it.
But you want to do it for Drake?
Because it's all music. He let me down in the music, so I can.
No, but you said the blackface thing bothers you.
Hold on, Kanye let me down as a human being, so I won't vote for him if he ever runs for president. But I can still vote for his music.
You are a piece of shit. You are a piece of
Explain
shit.
To me how.
But no, separate the blackface from the comment. Now that you understand the comment, separate those two.
What do you mean?
Drake's blackface.
You just said Drake's blackface bothers you, right? Now that you understand Kanye West's full comment, does that bother you?
Blackface has nothing to do with why I don't
You mentioned
support
it.
Drake.
You mentioned it.
As a secondary.
Right.
I understand the argument. That's fine. My issue with Drake is more so the fact that he is hiding behind another grown man running away from a beef in music, so that's why I no longer respect the music. However, in the Kanye sense, it's more of a social issue and not necessarily music, or it has nothing to do with his music. It's a social issue.
No.
Kanye West is laughing at you.
Why is he laughing at me? I don't give a shit about his opinion.
He's laughing. He's laughing.
How could he
in the face of black people who support him by saying things like slavery is a choice because he knows those people are still going to support him. He doesn't care. His mother was. What was she? A black history scholar.
History professor.
Like,
hey, guess what?
That's just offensive on all. Like, that's
Kanye
crazy.
provides a service to me. That service is beats that I can have playing in my car.
I'm gonna kick this man's ass.
Okay. I will not look.
You
to
are
him
wrong.
I don't look to his opinion for anything else.
You can't support a man that says that.
So you wanna help build his platform so he can say more crazy shit like that?
How do I support him?
If you buy his music, if you
I
buy
don't
his
buy
clothes,
his music. I stream his music, so I'm giving him, I don't know, maybe 35 cents. He can have it.
I don't want him to have
I
penny from
supported
me.
him 35 cents.
I would rather stand behind Drake than I would stand behind a man that says something like that. That blatantly disrespects black people as a black man. There's nothing worse.
Drake embarrassed himself. Kanye West embarrassed a whole
nation.
A whole race. Yeah.
Himself, his mother. Like, this man does nothing.
Let me ask you this.
This man does nothing for Chicago. Went on the internet and this rant that the president didn't do anything for black people. And I'm sitting here looking like,
social issue.
What did you?
I don't give a fuck about none of
He
that.
is using his platform and shitting on the same people that are going to turn around and support him. How could you respect someone like that?
People that look up to him, and I know you hate when I bring up young kids, but
you know what I'm saying?
That's stuff they hear, like.
Aside from
that
the
slavery was a
line,
choice.
I didn't understand.
That's like your kids coming home and be like, you know what, mommy?
Fine, but
F white people. I'm going to hate white people. I'm going to hate this race.
Ass whoop too.
But your kids are are mixed kids. You cannot.
She would have got her ass whooped.
You cannot. That's
my
exactly.
Child would have got her ass whooped.
But feel my pain when Kanye West said that as a black man. He's like, y'all let this happen. You guys let this happen.
People don't have many voices out there.
Listen to Kanye. That's the problem.
What do you mean we listen to him?
Let's go to the next subject.
Y'all care about his opinion.
I don't care about his opinion. I care when he says crazy shit.
Tell me one thing.
Because there's not a lot of people that have his platform.
Can I ask you a question? Tell me one person that hasn't done the same. Not the slavery thing. Because I was wrong on that.
Okay.
I could admit that. Whatever, that's fine. But what has he done different?
As far as what? Different as... What do you mean?
What aside from the slavery thing, what are you guys upset about?
Him saying
that's enough for me.
Him using that platform that he has.
That's enough, because if it was someone else of a different color that got on a stage on a platform and said it, it would be a bigger deal because they're not black and they said it. He doesn't get a pass for being black and saying something like that. It's still offensive. It's not a choice. The fact that he would say it is ridiculous. The fact that people would back him after he said it and said that maybe he misspoke, he didn't think that. Imagine it being someone else saying that exact same term. We wouldn't be having this discussion. No. It would just be black and white.
Look what Roseanne got in trouble for.
He said something racist. You can be racist and be black. He said something racist.
Roseanne
canceled
her whole damn show.
Slavery was a choice.
How's it
sounds racist to me.
That you were stupid enough to sit in the same position for 400 years and have someone tell you that you are going to work on this plantation, rip you from your family, tell you that you cannot speak, you cannot write, you cannot eat this food, you're not good enough to have the same qualities, you will be beaten, burned, and raped because of the color of your skin. That's just a small bite of what he's saying that we are okaying with, that we let happen to ourselves for 400 years. We let that happen. We were okay with it. We were chucking and diving and at the white man saying, oh, yes, you cannot speak. You don't have the right to have your kids. You're going to be raped and put in a field for 400 years because that's your choice. You opt out of going to school to go work on a farm.
People opt to die instead of sit there. Those were choices.
Well, I guess I don't have an argument. I can't,
all right,
I'm not going to argue against that because I can't. You
don't opt to go work for someone for free. For nothing. That's fine. You don't opt out of freedom.
Right. 100%.
For nothing. And I can't.
Having clarification on it.
Yeah, and
it's a ridiculous thing to say.
To me, I cannot be like, I can't support someone that is okay with that.
Right. That's why I am with it. I can't watch something of his and be okay with it or listen to his music, even his new music that's coming out, and feel okay knowing what he said and knowing he still hasn't apologized for saying it.
But here's the thing. The only thing maybe the real problem that I have is that all the other companies or people, whatever the case may be, who have crossed similar lines,
right?
They're not tarnished. You're not.
Do you know why they're not tarnished? Because people like you are okay with them saying that.
I'm not okay with them saying it.
Because you still give them your money. Like
they get more heat than he got. H&M got a lot of heat for that, putting that little black boy in that shirt that said "King of the Jungle."
Y'all are trying to get Kanye out of here.
I'm trying to get people to be more responsible with what they say.
But you also don't know. Kanye is obviously mentally unstable.
You can't make excuses. That's my thing. You can't make excuses. It's an excuse.
Real life thing is not an excuse.
No, it's an excuse.
A mental disability.
Then help him. Then help him.
It's an excuse.
Right, we're gonna
okay, so
we can move on.
All right. So what's the next hot topic that happened this week, guys? Anybody else?
I don't know what else happened this week.
Fire, by the way. Continue.
Whatever.
Edit that shit out.
I'm not gonna edit that shit out.
Whatever.
Post that shit. Right
you
out.
Like your racist music.
I'm gonna put that shit in the intro.
Racist music.
Oh my god! I will not. I would delete.
But you'll listen to Blackface Drake.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, he actually explained why he was in blackface.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, and to that point, and many people have made the point about that.
Okay.
It was something that he was trying to draw
attention to, right? Because he couldn't get work.
Been since drawing attention to other things,
right?
Name one other time.
At least he explained it. The other one didn't even apologize.
He draws attention.
Because there's nothing to apologize for in his mind.
There is.
In his mind.
Okay.
It doesn't make him right.
He meant what he said. Fine.
So Drake at that time was a child working.
Drake looked like a grown-ass man.
No. He was a working
18-year-old?
Yes.
Grown-ass man.
So is fucking Kanye.
Yeah, you're right.
So is Kanye.
You're right.
He has enough life lessons as a grown man to know
nothing,
right from wrong.
And he's not hiding.
At 18, you're still learning. You're still filling shit out. Grown-ass man with a whole family and a black mother. As a black man, you should know better.
Time out.
What?
Time out. If the slavery was a choice thing is so, and I believe that it is so wrong and offensive to the core, right? But we know what blackface is.
Absolutely.
We know how offensive that should be, right? How
it
you
is.
feel about slavery was a choice is how I feel about blackface. Right?
You should be equally upset about both. But you're
willing to let Drake slide on that blackface.
Because he came out and said,
he
listen,
should never have worn blackface.
He came out and said, listen, this was a campaign that I was doing, and I was showing that for me to get a job, I would have to dance in front of you, white America.
So you show us that by doing that. By putting on that mask and still dancing.
Yeah,
for someone that was defending the Whitney Houston drug photo as art, you can't see the Drake thing as art?
You're calling that art? Okay.
That's what he's calling it. So I'm saying you can't see the parallels between that?
No, because it's a black man in blackface.
He's calling it art. He's saying he's showing this
what it is. It's
as art to show what he has.
Oh my God. I'm going to my subject because we're never going to agree on this. So my topic is going on vacation and having sex with a perfect stranger, by the way. So is that something that is okay? Like, would you do it? What?
Are you using condoms?
Ew. Yes. Not ew to condoms. Yes.
You want to fix your messaging?
Safe sex all the way.
Word.
Safe sex all the way. So do you casually hook up on vacation? Is that a thing to do?
Why wouldn't it be? Enjoy your vacation to the fullest.
Yeah?
You get something while you're out? Shit.
Chris, are you doing the hookup on vacation?
I'm smashing whoever's trying to smash.
Nah.
Not everybody.
Nah.
You know, if
I'm on
the
vacation.
situation works out.
Right.
Yeah, I'm on vacation.
I don't want that. I don't want to see you. No, I don't know. Like, I'm not.
No, I'm on vacation.
See, what you just said is, I think, is something more of what a guy should say. Because a guy is not in control of the situation. A guy will then have to see you if you want to be seen, right? But
you're staying on the same resort.
Right, you might call me, I might see you.
Right, we might have breakfast together, I might see you and your family.
Yeah, no, I'm on vacation. I'm not your new boyfriend, I'm on vacation.
Argument.
Okay, yes.
Just for argument, right? You're on vacation. He's a native of wherever you're on vacation to, right? You guys end up hooking up, right? But you were the aggressor, right?
Yep, I slipped him the Mickey.
Exactly. So you've decided whether or not you're giving that phone number up.
I'm not giving the phone number up.
Exactly.
I'm giving the
So the only thing you're gonna see is potentially the interaction. You know, the
that night will we hook? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You may see each other again afterwards, but if you
don't make eye contact, I don't see him.
It is what it is. You've gotten what you've wanted from that individual, and you've moved on. Yeah. Men should not should not have a problem with that at all, right? Should not have a problem at all. I'd be like, listen, I would love to spend more time with you during your vacation, but if that wasn't in the plans for you, thank you for the wonderful night and enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Okay. All right. So that's a thing.
You know what I mean? Like, shit, why not enjoy your fucking vacation? Why are you on vacation?
I don't know.
To enjoy yourself.
Listen.
And if you need some while you're trying to enjoy yourself, then enjoy yourself.
I'm enjoying this wine. It's delicious.
Thank you very much. No, that's all.
Look, I have a heavy hand. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's going to be the best podcast ever.
We might have to go get another bottle because I didn't know Zoe was going to enjoy the wine, so I just got one bottle because I know Chris enjoys it. We might have to take a break.
Sorry, guys.
No, don't be sorry.
Enjoy. So sex on vacation is a thing.
Okay. Is A-okay. The fuck are you...
First of all, I'm of the mindset I don't want to run into you.
Hold on. You're going somewhere where you may never go again.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
what if it's
at
bad?
worst, you're
Then you equate
uncomfortable
that
for
place
a
with the
week.
bad sex.
He would have to be like, you know that guy.
What are the downsides of having sex on
I
vacation?
don't know.
Exactly.
I don't even do one night stands, so I don't. This is so beyond
That's
my
fair.
like complex
That's
thinking
good.
of
That's good.
having sex.
That's very good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
I
hear
can't
that.
even get with it. I don't even
Yeah.
like people touching me. I don't drink after people, so like stuff like that's gonna creep me out.
Aren't you going on a boat?
I'm going on a whole cruise.
Yeah, you're
for
not
the
getting
first
away
time.
with whoever you sleep with. They,
Right?
Wait,
they're
what you
they're
saying?
on the cruise.
You gotta do what?
You know that I've heard that
She's
you
going
don't
on a
even,
cruise.
You don't even see
Yeah,
the.
what's the problem?
You don't
You
even
gotta see them.
You don't
So
even
you-
see them. It's so big.
It's
You
so-
don't see
yeah.
the same
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Even if she did see him, so what? She's in control. What's the problem?
My walk past game is nice. I'm like,
There you go. You know what I mean?
don't even
This
see-
was our
You're going with
moment
other
together.
people too, right?
I'm going with my family, so there's no
Yeah, so,
one
she,
night
so
stand.
she ain't even gonna be in.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
So
be
she
the hoe
won't-
on vacation.
So she'll be protected too.
Don't
Ain't
be the
nothing
hoe
to
they
worry
brought
about?
to
I'm
vacation.
not going to be. I'm not.
Here's a
I'm
question.
not. I'm
Here's a
not.
question.
Yes. What's
Do
the
you
question?
want to be?
No.
Then don't be.
I'm not going to be.
Then you
I'm
do
not.
it.
I'm not doing this. This is just a hypothetical.
No, I understand. I'm just
Don't be
saying.
the hoe on vacation because
I'm just
everyone's
saying.
talking about you
I'm
then.
just letting you know.
I don't care.
When you're
It's
missing from the
okay.
dinner table, they're like, they know where you are.
All I'm
I
letting you
don't
know is
care.
that it is
I just want to take
okay.
along them to dinner.
You know what I mean? Hey, you can get some strokes after dinner if you so
Listen,
choose.
at the damn table.
You know what I mean? Look, why
Wait.
not?
Did anyone else think about that topic yet?
Nobody
Yeah, I told you
knows
what mine
who
was.
you are over there.
Right.
Right.
I could be Veronica.
Word. You can have a whole nother name. You can never.
Sam.
Man,
This
let
is
me
coming
go
from
on
someone with a
vacation
whole nother life outside of this room.
Let me go on vacation and be able to.
Something tells me
make
you
stuff
have.
happen.
Something
Right.
tells me you have.
All the time.
What's your name outside this room? Tyler?
I don't have it like that.
I have a name
But if
every
I
time
could,
I
I
go
would.
out.
What?
Yeah, like so
You
when
change
I
your
go,
name?
yeah, I change my name when I go out.
Makes sense. Safer.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, we could change our names?
all the time.
I never
Why would
changed
you
my
change your name?
I didn't know people could change their names.
Yeah, so like when I get a
It
new,
makes sense for a woman to do that. That makes perfect sense.
when I
That's
get a
a
new
safety thing.
hairdo, or if like it's a new area, a new town, I'm like, y'all call me Chris all night.
Because
Call me X.
after I see you in the club and
Yeah.
you eject me and I'm trying to still like see what's up and Veronica over here doesn't give me her right name. Now I'm trying to
You
stalk
can't.
on Facebook. I can't
Thank
do
you.
I'm
People
not mad
look
at
people
it.
up all the time.
I've heard
been
of wearing a
called.
ring and not being married
Salute.
to a club.
What?
it. What? Nobody give a
Yeah,
fuck.
that's a thing.
Why are you married and in the club? Where's your husband at? Oh, he's not.
No
here.
one
No,
cares.
no, no.
No one
Not
cares.
anyways.
Doesn't
That's what
No
I'm
one
saying.
cares.
That's my point.
it
Nobody
works
gives
for
a shit.
women when they don't want to be talked to. It
No, it
works
does
for men
not.
in
No,
a
it does
different
not.
way.
No, it-
Apparently,
That's not why you're in the club by
Chris.
yourself, girl. He treating you.
It does not.
Why did he drive you here?
Why are
without
you
him?
alone?
Why are you by
That is
yourself?
a
apparently,
conversation.
men get talked to
That's
more
a-
when they
that's
wear a
a-
ring
that's a
That is
starter.
true. That
than
is
women.
true.
Is what I'm saying. It works differently for some reason.
No, it don't.
But the whole thing is I've heard that. I've never heard of changing your name. I've heard of giving a wrong number before too.
No, you change
All
your
the time.
name.
Change
'Cause
your name,
You give
different
up
number.
your real name.
But you can't do that
You can
anymore
search.
because guys will call you right there on the spot.
Oh, and then with
See? You
Facebook
can't
and
do
everything, if
that.
they take your picture, they can Google search
Exactly.
you.
That's
Your
what I'm
picture
saying.
comes
So
up
that's
with
why
That's what I'm
Facebook.
saying.
that's why I give them a different name.
Give them
And
a
even
different
like
name.
even online, my name is different.
Let me do you a favor. Let me
ahead.
put you on.
Put me
You
in the
got
game.
$4.99 that you're willing to give
I'm
up
not
every
doing no
month?
Google shit.
It's not Google shit.
What is
Just
it?
Trust me. on
What
this.
is it?
Don't say it on the pod because then she can't do it.
I'm helping out the people on
Listen,
the podcast.
listen. No,
Listen
no.
to
Go
me.
ahead. Spit some
Okay.
game.
GoDaddy offers a service. Just listen to me. Listen. to me.
Chrissy's face.
It's called SmartLine.
Listen, it's called GoDaddy.
Just listen to me. It's called
You've
SmartLine.
seen their commercials.
Sims, please, if you will. It's called SmartLine. For $4.99 a month, you will get another number of your choice that you can then do with what you will. So if you want to curve the guy who just won't leave you alone, give him the SmartLine number. And when he texts you, it'll ring on your phone. Oh, see, I gave you the right number. Boom.
Oh.
You're welcome.
A simple. Oh, I'm very flattered, but no, thank you. We'll do just fine.
That doesn't work?
But to your point,
I don't.
it doesn't work all the
Listen,
time.
honestly, guys don't press me like that when I go out.
But if you did get pressed, you have a little, if it's something. And for the listeners out there, if you find that would be useful, $4.99, GoDaddy.
GoDaddy
You'll be able
$4.99.
to,
Who is not sponsoring this podcast?
curve
But if you would like to,
with a
holla
fake
at
number
Chigala.
for $4.99, and yes, I have 2 of them.
Not surprised there.
Not for that though. Not for that reason.
Not at all.
No.
So Chris has a juicy topic that I can't wait. Can't wait to talk about.
I'm King Petty. I love being petty.
Always fucking petty.
Just, I think petty things. Like, I'm not even going to get back to the Kate Spade thing, because I thought petty things while he was talking about it.
Don't disrespect that woman, man.
I just said I'm not going to get back to it.
I'm telling you not to.
So
well, now you make me want to say the things
what's
that
your
I was
topic?
thinking.
What's your topic?
You know the minute you tell me not to.
I'll pull your shit right now. Pause. Go ahead.
Was she using a Kate Spade scarf
okay.
when she hung herself? See? Petty things.
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Chrissy did.
Ooh, see how he just threw you under like that? It's messed up. All right, go
So
ahead.
I want to know, what is the pettiest thing you've ever done, and did you feel bad after doing it? Because I believe for it to truly be petty, you can't feel bad after.
So I do petty stuff all the time. All the time.
I need an example because I don't know if it's petty.
I don't know. Like it's little jabs. Yeah, I don't. The last big petty thing that I've done. I don't know. Like I say petty stuff.
You don't do petty things though.
Petty.
Like what? Like what?
Yeah,
what's
give
the
us an
last petty
example,
stuff you
Sims.
did?
My whole being is an example. Just doing shit like, oh, it's hard recollecting all the petty.
What? What do you get from being petty to someone?
Inner happiness.
Inner happiness.
Feeling like it's
Do you get it as
yes. Oh my god, I feel like
It's like a warm
being petty
hug.
to anyone?
anyone can get it at any time.
Even if they don't deserve
Family, friends, strangers, you, Chris.
Someone
deserved it.
You deserved
Someone
it.
deserved it.
You made me get petty.
Yeah, like you brought that out. Like you
so
know,
I've earned the pettiness.
correct.
You're not
In
just
your mind.
given
Now,
the
in
pettiness.
real world, maybe you didn't, but in your mind, you did.
What?
You said you've earned the pettiness.
Yes.
Yeah, in your mind. Yeah.
You've earned it.
Someone looking
Anyone.
out, you might not have.
Something as petty as like if you've cut me off and then I cut you off again to get in front of you and I'm going slow. That's some petty shit that I do all the
Okay, so I've
time.
done a lot of petty
You know what I'm
shit
saying?
on
Like
that
I
way.
do stuff like that. I make petty comments all the time. I do
that's my
stuff like
favorite.
that.
I don't think I'm that petty.
What? Oh my god!
I don't think so.
It makes me feel better. I feel like if you're attacking me, I can do something petty back to you.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than me putting my hands on you. So like I like to do like petty statements, petty jokes, petty conversation, petty caption.
I have ongoing petty in my texting where I keep everything and take screenshots for a rainy day.
Oh, receipts.
Oh, all the time. I have a file on my computer at work
Jesus.
that says receipts on it. I don't.
Because people are full of shit.
I'm a grown what? I'm petty.
grown-ass
petty.
take
That's the
receipts?
point.
Because people are
At
full
work?
of shit,
I mean, aside
and they
from
will
what you
lie and
need
say,
receipts
"Oh,
for.
I've never did
Nope.
that. I've never said that." Guess what, motherfucker? Yes, you did on June 4th at 2:46. You called me a bitch. You said your sister's feet stinks. I have the
Not the
receipts.
feet thing. That's petty.
That's petty, and because you have to know.
If we were
who
supposed
you're
to go
dealing
somewhere
with.
and you said you didn't want to go and you lied about where we went and then 5 years later you said you were actually doing something else, guess
5
what?
years later.
Yeah, 5 years later. Guess what? I had that text message that said you didn't want to go out because you didn't feel good, but you went somewhere else. Petty. And now we're going to have a fight about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you how you ain't shit.
So now I'm gonna go somewhere, post the picture, and have a petty party all fucking night.
All night.
God.
Everybody's getting cussed out. You, your mama,
Yikes.
your brother, your sister, everybody.
I'm being petty to the whole bloodline.
Everybody. You ain't shit. Your family ain't
The
shit.
dog ain't shit.
I hope you get hit by a car. Petty.
That I'm driving.
Petty.
I'm driving. It's funny as hell.
I'm reversing too.
Wow.
I feel like if my feelings are hurt, your feelings need to be hurt as well. That's where my pettiness comes from.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a tit for tat thing. I'm not.
I can
mature.
understand the tit for tat thing.
Yeah,
but if
that's
you
being
just
petty.
Dealing shit out. Just to deal. Just
No.
to do it.
We're not doing
Just
it.
to gain
You're
your
doing
own
it
happiness.
because You've hurt my feelings, and for me,
you put me in a
like that's exactly how he does it.
If you put me in a bad mood, I have to find a way to get happy.
If you put me in the position where I feel like you're attacking me, that's my way of going back at you, being petty.
May I ask a personal question?
Go ahead.
You guys have been petty towards me, would you say, or no?
All the time.
Yeah. Constantly. We were just petty, 2 minutes ago?
Yeah.
When?
And that's how you're really petty when no one knows.
That's fucked up. That's fine.
That is.
But, I mean...
Okay, so here's a good example. Us being petty is hearing you compare Kanye and Drake and going in on Jake's blackface and then not addressing it again. And then me...
petty? I thought that was a real argument.
Then me bringing it back up again and again and
like
again.
Me bringing up the, it again,
petty?
like you...
That's me being petty.
I thought that was just commitment to the issue.
No, that's me being petty.
I could be an adult and let it die down and not bring it back up. Like, we've talked about it, let's move on from it. But no, I have to bring it back every time that you won't jump with me.
I was just about to say. Gotcha.
That's me being petty about the issue. Like, my cousin today, she was like, let's move on from this Drake argument. And I'm like, she was like, what are you guys doing? I was like, oh, nothing, getting ready for this trip. My cousin, who's a Drake lover, goes, where are you going? I said, to go see Pusha T. That was being fucking petty. Yep. And he, later on...
That's crazy as hell.
He said something, he's just as petty. I said, hey, I want to get a tattoo. He goes, yeah, me too. I said, what do you get? He said, an owl. I said, no. You should get Drake over everything.
That's petty. That's being petty.
I know. It's borderline childish. But guess what? It's better than me putting my hands on you. It's better than me doing 10 other things. This is like...
It's someone being rude to you and then apologizing and then you reminding them every chance you speak to them that they're rude.
Yeah.
Like, I apologize, but you were rude.
In and of itself rude?
Yes.
Yes, that's the point of being petty. I'm going to remind you what you did.
What happens if I respond with petty?
Then I'm going to get lower.
Oh, I want you to. That's when I get push your
The goal is to...
Go back. It's like, it's a whole beef thing, but you're being friendly. Yeah.
So it's like you burned me with a cigarette, now I'm going to burn down your whole house with everybody inside.
So, let me ask you this.
I may not be right, but I'm going to do it.
I win.
I win. Game over.
Your thought.
Cool.
I'm doing something petty right now.
Let's say...
Do you think we need another bottle of wine?
We probably do.
All right.
Let's say...
I'm going to go get it. At the liquor store.
So if I sent you a text message out of the blue...
Yeah.
Just to start up some petty shit.
Mm-hmm.
Would that make you happy? I'm just trying to understand, like, the mindset.
Are you ready to handle it?
I got
like
one.
Oh,
I got one. Oh, you know how we do the memes back and forth?
Yeah.
That's petty shit.
Yeah, that's petty.
That's petty stuff.
Enjoy that.
Yeah.
I can't win. I enjoy it. I laugh, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm going to get you.
Yeah, you're not going to win.
That's
it's
why
personal.
You ever notice
that's why it goes on for 10 minutes.
But I'm laughing my ass off every
time. I'm laughing, but you never notice,
serious.
like, we go from, like...
Yeah, I know you get a little...
We go from, like...
Take some shots here and there.
They go from, like, just saying rude things to each other to them slapping each other in the gifts. Like,
yeah, right.
I'm escalating with you. I'm getting petty.
Right. Oh, that's pettiness.
I get petty with my...
petty. You slighted me, sir. Sir, you challenged me to a duel. You slapped me in the face with the glove. I now have to shoot you.
Yes. I have to burn your whole house down. The bloodline gets it.
All right.
In a past life, I'm sure I did that to somebody multiple times.
Okay. I'll keep the meme wars coming because I enjoy those. Those are fun.
Oh, listen, I'm being petty right now. Right now, there is a camera in my house, and it's pointed across the street because my uncle's ex-wife lives across the street.
Lord have mercy.
And I'm waiting. And I'm just being...
to try it.
Every day. It's just there. It gets my whole driveway and happens to get across the street.
Are you spying on her?
No, absolutely not.
Then what's wrong?
I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
She's crazy.
Petty.
Waiting for her to do something on your property.
Yes, because she's crazy.
It's called security.
No.
Okay.
So I can have the video because I'm
security.
petty. I want to keep the video now.
It's because you're insured and you want to get paid. But I understand. I understand the pettiness involved in that. But, you know.
I could just let it go, but I would just put a camera there.
Petty, I say, a security camera.
Dress it up however you want. I'm being petty.
That's fair.
So do you understand what a petty party is?
have you known Chris? He's Mr. Petty. Everything he does is petty. So yes,
I honestly try to tone out the pettiness, so I don't. So I check in. I check out like on
all
stuff.
the time.
I do. I mean,
all the time.
A petty party is when you go back and forth with somebody, and you just continue to escalate with no end in sight. So I'm like throwing a party, and anyone can get some.
Or a pity party or not?
Petty.
Excuse me.
Petty
yes.
party.
Yes.
Petty. So if I start on you and we're going back and forth, and then Chrissy's sitting right here, and I throw a shot at her, and I'm now doing both of you, I'm having a party. Everyone's invited.
Okay.
So again, my question is, what is the pettiest thing you've ever done to somebody?
Now that you know what a petty party
and
is.
did you ever feel bad? I have an answer. I still haven't answered.
I can't imagine that I've done anything to... Well, so like, okay. I mean, this is pretty shitty, or not shitty, but it's not that entertaining, I guess. But let's say we're on the highway. Let's say I'm in one car, you're in another car, Chrissy's in another car. You're in front of me, I'm driving. There's a lane, Chrissy's on the other side.
Are you in the middle lane?
I'm in the middle lane. You're in the lane that's about to end, right?
Yes.
So you need to come over. But you won't. But you have had the last mile and a half to make that decision. But you don't, and you wait for me. So you think I'm going to let you over. I will crash my car before I let you over.
I hate that shit. I will
crash
drivers.
My car
you know what I hate? When people are on the exit on lane and they ride it all the way out and then get on.
Yep.
I don't let you on.
Yep, exactly.
I'll pay that deductible.
Yep.
Did you feel bad after?
No.
Congratulations, you were petty.
Yay!
Woo.
Chris, what's the pettiest thing you've done?
I'm afraid.
Oh my God, there's so many. I do it daily.
God.
I do it daily.
I promise you, yours won't be as bad as mine.
No, I don't remember because I do little petty stuff all the time.
What about a big petty thing that you're comfortable in sharing?
I cannot.
That's fair.
I cannot.
That's fair. Oh my God! Can
Tell
I
us
know
a little
off
petty
camera
thing.
or
A little petty thing. Okay, a little petty thing.
Wait, before you get into a little petty thing, can I know after these go off?
Maybe.
Okay,
I'll see. I'll see how it's going.
That's fair.
So the last petty thing that I did, so I received a phone call from a friend. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come over." I was like, "Sure, call me when you're on your way." Mind you, this is 12:51. It's not a booty call. Wasn't giving nothing up. He's a friend. Let's get it out there. So I was like, "Fine, call me when you get here." He was like, "Okay." So 20 minutes goes by. He calls me back. He was like, "Hey, one of my friends got a flat. The car got towed." I said, "Okay, no problem. Call me when you're on your way. I'll open the door for you." He says, "Okay." So I wake up at 3 o'clock. No answer. No. Wake up at 3 o'clock. No phone call. No nothing.
Yeah.
And went back to bed. So the next morning, I text and I said, "Is everything okay? You didn't make it to me." That was Saturday morning. He then reached out to me via Snap last night. I opened the Snap 2 hours after he sent it to me. One purpose. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Oh, what you doing tonight? Let's watch the game." Did not answer him. Mm-hmm. He then called me about an hour later. Let that shit ring. Mm-hmm. And I haven't talked to him since.
Why?
Are you honestly asking me why after I just told you that
petty.
story?
She doesn't have to have a reason other than she wanted to be petty. He did something that
you
made her mad.
called me out of my fucking sleep. You wanted to come lay in my bed, waste my time, and then you ghost me.
You didn't say any of that shit.
I followed it.
Then he calls me, says, "I'm coming over. It's 12:51 a.m. Friday night. After you've done what you're doing."
Oh,
he doesn't give a fuck if it was one. If it was in the afternoon. If it was 1 in the afternoon, I don't care. My time is precious. Calls me, then he ghosts me for 2 days. Guess what I'm gonna do?
What if he got locked up?
It's not the point of petty. Not the point
then
of petty.
Then when I text you,
what if I can't text you?
Not the
2 days later? 2 days. The first thing you should have did when you got to that phone was hit me back up. Because I was concerned enough for you to be like, "Yo, you told me you were X, Y, you were probably out drinking. I know what the type of life you live. and you're telling me that you're coming to me and then you don't show up, I wake up in a panic like, damn, like, is everything okay? And you know what you do? You do not respond.
Sounds like there's dick involved.
No.
That's how it comes off
No,
to me.
God, honest truth.
If
you had called me, if you called me and you were like, yo, I'm on my way to you and you don't show up, I'm like, yo, something happened. So now I'm like, Zoe, is everything okay? And then you don't respond to me? And then Chris was like, oh yeah, I was hanging out with Zoe playing ball the next day. I'm not fucking talking to you until I feel like it.
Okay.
Until you come up to me, until you see me somewhere. Do you understand? I'm not pressed about seeing you. I don't feel no type of way about.
Understood.
It's just the respect thing is just a principle thing. Sure. I feel like you took my time for granted.
That's fair. Like I'm waiting around for you. I got you.
Do you understand? Like
absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect example.
Yeah.
You go ghost on us the last couple of weeks when you said something about the podcast. My petty ass. Listen, my petty ass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said shit to you about the podcast. I would never had another motherfucking podcast again until you have brought it up. But because Chris was an adult and he pressed the issue, we got it going again. That's how it played out in my head. Because you didn't say anything. I was just like...
Why do I have to be the one to say
But
anything?
I'm giving you an example.
No, I know. I'm
Why don't you
this out now.
Because
I've moved on from the example.
Because when you called us and you said, listen, we can't do the podcast because X, Y, and Z happened.
Yeah.
Cool. Understandable.
Right.
You never bring it back up again.
Never bring what back up again? The reason why?
No. The next time we're doing a podcast.
Because I assume it's the set day. And then if I don't hear anything, then okay, it's not going to happen. You cannot do that. When you're dealing with other people and their time, you can't be like, oh, they don't want to do it either. Because that's exactly my point.
No, to me,
we're on the same page.
To me, I thought you were busy doing something else. That's why you didn't bring it up, and you assumed the same thing about me. And if Chris didn't have that dialogue with us, bringing it up,
it wouldn't have happened.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that's what she's saying about the pettiness.
The pettiness.
What's petty about that, though? I don't.
You didn't say anything, so her reaction for you in this, I really want to get.
I didn't say anything.
I wasn't going to say anything either.
Petty.
Yes.
And then decided to not say anything because you
wanted to be petty at that point because you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I could have been an adult about it and be like.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
I'm just trying to justify the petty here. Was the podcast mentioned at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Prior.
Yes.
To the day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not when it was canceled.
After it was canceled, Chris did bring it back up.
Yes.
When?
I show you. I have receipts.
No.
He reached out to us and said, "Oh, we're doing the podcast," and you were like. Something came up. It was like
no one answered.
I think no one answered because we were supposed to do a contest. We were supposed to do something else. We were supposed to do the 10th podcast.
Yeah.
Thing. Not saying anything you were doing were wrong. I'm not saying what you did was wrong. I'm saying I was being petty and I wasn't being an adult about it. I didn't take initiative and be like, well. Honestly, I felt like because you canceled the last one, it was up to you to be like, hey, guys, everything's all set. Let's do the podcast this following Wednesday.
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
When you guys have each canceled your things, and I'm still, and this is just me trying to...
Yeah, no, come on.
Why? So to be petty...
Yes.
You can expect things that you yourself do not provide. Is that correct?
I don't understand what you're saying.
So, for example, the example you just gave,
yes.
Where it would be up to me to initiate the podcast again.
Yeah.
So, let's say there's a situation where, let's say you cancel it.
I'm going on vacation next week, guys, from the 17-24.
So that doesn't
I have another one. I said... There was a Wednesday where we went out with my girlfriends. I said, guys, I can't do the podcast this Wednesday because I'm going out with my friends, but the following Wednesday I'll be good. Or do you want to do it another day, like a Tuesday or Wednesday? I'm open for the rest of the week.
That's fair. Okay.
That's all it is. But I'm just, listen, you did. What I was saying, like, that was me being petty, not questioning you again. Because I felt like, you know what, if Zoe wanted to do it, he will bring it back up again. So it was kind of me being silent about it.
I didn't do the podcast.
Okay.
I think.
Assumed that. Go ahead.
Wait, what do you mean assumed?
I was finishing your sentence. Go ahead.
And here I wait.
No. Well, yeah, actually, yes. So the reason was because one of my children were sick.
Yes.
So even on the back of that, you're still able to be petty.
I'm saying once your child was well, because it went 2 weeks into it. And then you said, hey, I took the time out because I had time off of life. Yeah. I spend it with my family. We knew that after the fact. So we didn't know what was going on. Well, I didn't know what was going on. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you kind of like checked out on us. Yeah. So I was being petty by not being an adult, which Chris was. We're like, hey, guys, let's do this. Hey, guys, let's do that. And I'm like, fuck it. He don't care. I don't care.
That's fair.
Type shit. That's like the little petty stuff
that makes sense.
That I do.
That. I can understand.
So that was the last petty thing that I'm currently doing. And I don't know when I'm going to talk to him again. And he does follow me on Snap, so I'm actively on Snap. So he knows that I'm popping. You know, I'm posting my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we follow each other. I don't know when I'm going to talk to him again.
Right.
Chris?
So, before Zoe even looks at me, I am aware how petty I am. I don't care about how petty I am. I don't.
Is it a reaction?
Your judgmental look that you're going to give me can stay in your eyes, because I don't care.
I know you don't care, which is why you're still going to get the look.
I don't care. I didn't care when it happened. I don't care today, and I don't care. So I was arguing with somebody. I won't tell you who, because I don't want everyone to know. But I was arguing with somebody a long time ago, and it was over something stupid. And we were arguing about something, and there were stairs going down to my basement.
Did you push them?
Did not push them.
However, did they
what happened was we were arguing by the stairs, and they went to go downstairs, and I saw what was about to happen, which was they were going to miss the step and fall. And since we were arguing, I didn't care. So they missed the step, and they fell. Not only did they fell, their neck hit the banister, and they didn't get up for a second. I just watched. I looked. I didn't get anybody. And I waited for that person to start moving again.
You didn't even check on the individual?
No, I stayed at the top of the stairs. I watched them fall.
You're a piece of shit. I would have laughed as they fell. But I would have checked on them too, though.
I was laughing. I felt good about myself.
I'd have laughed in the face if I was picking them up. But I still would have picked them up.
Nope. Stayed at the top. Remember, this is petty. Don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
That's a level of savageness.
So they were there, and they laid, and, I figured they were going to get back up, and they got back up, and everything was fine. I felt fine about it. They were arguing with me. They got me mad.
You got what you got what you deserve for falling down those stairs.
It's called karma.
Breaking your fucking neck.
God letting me watch you.
The human body is resilient. I knew that neck wasn't broken. I knew they were going to get back up. I just wanted to watch it. I wasn't going to exhaust myself going down the stairs after arguing with you. You fell and hit yourself because you were too busy arguing with me and not paying attention to what you were going to do. Now your dumbass hit your neck and fell on the stairs. I hope your neck hurt the whole rest of the day. I don't care.
It's moments like these where I regret doing this podcast because I'm learning things that I wish I
The nerve of you, secret Clark Kent and Superman over there.
Yeah, you and your
when
secrets.
You take your glasses off and you turn into someone else.
About these things. That sounds
I didn't care.
So bad.
But I own it. I own that I'm petty. I own that I do things that are petty.
Can I ask you this?
Absolutely.
And this will really mean a lot here.
Go ahead.
Answer. Let's say you fell down those same steps.
Yep.
And I kept my ass upstairs.
Okay.
What would your response be to that?
When I got back up?
Yep.
I probably am going to cuss you out. I thought on the steps and you didn't help me?
Okay, hold up. Same scenario.
I think you're trying to make me feel like...
No, I'm not trying to make you feel anything. I'm just trying to figure out if it's acceptable or not. The way now, let's say exact same scenario. Roles were reversed. You fell. I didn't. We had the same argument. Are you gonna bitch at me for staying at the top of those stairs?
So let me put them.
Yes or no?
Let me put this in perspective.
There's no perspective.
No, I'm going to. I actually like you, so I'm more likely to go down the steps.
It depends.
I didn't like that person I was having an argument with.
You didn't like me. You didn't like me.
I didn't like you.
We still don't like each other.
If I don't like you and I fell, I don't expect you to come down the steps. I don't like you.
Right.
I don't want you to come down the steps. I don't want you to fucking touch me. Don't look at me. I hope your ass was gone when I fell down the steps. Because I don't want you to have the privilege of seeing me fall now.
Okay. So it's this different level. This different level of pettiness.
But I like you, so I'm coming. I might stay up there for a second, but I'm coming down. I'll help you up. I like you.
I'm coming to help you.
I'm going to remind you fell. Every time we argue from here on out.
I'm laughing at you for life.
I
got you. I'm running down the stairs behind you.
In that moment with that person, I did not like that person. I still to this day do not like that person.
That's different, and that's understandable.
I was happy when they fell. I didn't feel like exhausting myself and going down the steps to make sure they were okay because I didn't care if they were okay.
I mean, it's still
and had they not got back up, I still might have waited 10 minutes to get some help.
That makes you an accomplice, sir.
No, it doesn't. You fell.
If you waited 10 minutes to get help.
You fell.
How
Do you know how long ago this was? You fell.
I fell?
No, at that moment, that person fell. I thought they were going to get back up. I don't know.
I didn't push you. I didn't tell you to go down.
Yeah, but you ain't get help either.
I'm a piece of shit human being.
We were arguing. You didn't want me to get help because you would have been nicer to me 2 seconds prior.
Nuts.
Had you been nicer to me, I would have told you were going to miss that step. But you weren't, so you deserved it. Again, I hope your neck hurt the whole day.
Good Lord.
There's levels to this shit.
Apparently.
I feel like I'm very nice. If you get that out of me, you deserve it.
Right? Like, you pulled that out of me.
Right. You poked me. You tried it.
And I probably warned you. Now, in that case, that person knew the level of pettiness.
He warned me about your pettiness.
You know how.
That sounds so, pretentious. No disrespect. I'm just analyzing what you're saying. I'm just analyzing. I'm sorry.
You fuck with me and don't expect to get fucked back. I don't know where you were raised.
You acting like I put my hands on you.
Yeah, I didn't push them. They fell. I just watched it.
What? Mean?
But you'll be disappointed in me if a dog got hit by a car and I didn't know it. Would you be disappointed?
I actually like dogs. I didn't like that person.
They're still a human, though.
I didn't like that person.
Fuck, man. But I'm the fucking...
Yep, you are.
Yep, that's...
You are.
I like dogs. I didn't like that person. Still don't.
Fuck, man. Jesus. Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, I got nothing for you. I mean, hey, that is your...
That person could be on fire in front of my face. I wouldn't waste the spit from my mouth.
You have
too busy tasting this wine right now.
You have the right to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I do. That's all about being petty.
That's right.
I've done other things, but that's one of the highlights of my
I've done terrible things in my life, but nothing
I didn't say
petty.
It was terrible. I just said it was petty.
I know you didn't say it was terrible. I know. I'm just saying
that it was terrible. No one died.
I know you don't think it was terrible.
It's had a little sore neck. There's nothing wrong with that. You fell. You was stupid. You wouldn't have fell if you weren't yelling at me.
I mean, I guess that's true.
You did it to yourself. You started yelling at me. We got into an argument. You weren't paying attention. You missed a step. You fell. Had you mind your business, not said anything to me, kept it going, you would have saw that step.
I gotta learn to be more kinder.
You were too busy paying attention to me. You missed the step. Almost cost you life.
Look at God. Thank you, baby Jesus.
We know which one he favors, not you. You fell down the steps.
God. Oh, fuck.
And just for the record, to this day, if someone's arguing with me and I realize that they're not paying attention to something, I do not point their attention to that.
No, you
I
don't.
let them continue to argue Because if you're that stupid, if I get under your skirt that much that you're just gonna not pay attention to the world and argue with me, then you deserve whatever's about to happen to you.
But you want that though.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. I didn't tell you to do that. No.
It's the opportunity for you to be as petty as possible. Of course, that's what you want.
No.
How dare you tell me it's not? So you don't want to be petty.
So because
you don't want to be petty.
So because I'm sitting here, you're walking, talking shit, and you're about to fall, and God is making you walk and not pay attention. It's my fault.
You were fighting with me. You were fighting with me.
Yo, y'all are
do you understand what I'm saying?
If it was a fist fight, there'd be no rules, right? I could punch you wherever.
Yeah, but we ain't fighting.
No, we are fighting. We're fighting with our words.
On a different level. We're fighting with our words.
Yep, we're fighting with our words.
Altercation.
Right, and if that verbal altercation, I can't even get it out, lets you physically harm yourself, it's not my duty to tell you.
That's karma.
That's all I chalk it up to. Oh,
that's
one
karma.
for me.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna pray for y'all tonight, and I don't.
That door I held open the other day,
and I don't do that very often for anybody. Fuck. Wait, did you just?
Yes, we did.
Karma party.
Now, to branch off of that, you might not even have to do a topic. I sent Chrissy something the other day that explained all of my pettiness.
What? What? You said me?
When was I born?
Like married.
What am I?
But like the good kind of married. Like the married that
cancer
lasts
shit?
forever.
Yeah.
Yo, that was so funny. That was so funny. They are petty. Yo, they are petty.
What'd you say?
It's because I'm a Cancer.
Cancers, they are. I have a really good friend, and she is a Cancer, and she is petty. Shout out to Rock. I know you're listening.
I was listening to The Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne was reveling in his pettiness, which I enjoy. I get a kick out of.
Charlemagne is petty.
Yeah,
he's a Cancer.
Well, he said 50 Cent's petty like me because we're both Cancers. And then I sent it to Chrissy because I was like, oh my God, that's where I get it from.
He's not going to let it die.
I get it
you
from the
know how
universe.
50 Cent is constant, like to this day, he's still talking about Ja Rule.
That's true. But that's,
That's what?
Petty.
He's
that's
petty.
That's petty. You got all this money.
Man. You done killed him. No one
keep talking.
No one talked about
but you get it. See,
that shit was so funny. Someone said you better be quiet. 50's listening.
Yeah, that was so funny.
But you get it. You get it then. You get it. It's petty. He didn't have to respond, but he did because it's amazing.
The last thing Ja Rule should ever talk about is beef.
But it's amazing.
Beef. And then talking about how he
was the illest diss record. Loose Change was the illest diss record ever.
It's so beautiful.
You got buried by that diss track.
So
that was
beautiful.
on your tombstone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Remember?
Like, you know?
It was good.
Like, that was the last thing that man should ever
I love being petty so much that I'll make sure when I'm dead and I'm being buried at my funeral, I am petty to something.
I'm jumping back out.
Yo, ain't nobody gonna be there because how petty y'all are. Like, that's crazy.
Good.
Chrissy will be there.
No disrespect. I'll be there too because you're my man, but still.
I just touched my feet. See? I wasn't.
Respect.
My petty ass, if it was somebody else,
if I
I'd have played in his ear.
I'll write someone out the will. I don't care. It's petty. I live for being petty.
This is incredible.
You know what? I can't wait for when I'm old. You know why? Because then I really get away with petty shit.
But you'll be dangerous at that point.
Oh, I can't. It's a license to kill.
That's the point.
License to kill. My grandfather was crazy. I can't wait.
My neighbors are going to hate me.
I can't wait. I turn more and more into him every day.
What you say? Kill more what?
What?
Kill more what?
What are we killing?
I swear to God, I heard you say kill more something than something.
No one's killing nothing.
Okay, I apologize. I misunderstood.
Do we have a what if?
Yeah,
what if we weren't petty?
So we need to know what is the last petty thing you did, how petty you are, what level of savageness.
Everybody has a little petty in them.
Everybody does. Come on.
Everybody.
Does.
I don't think so.
You just said you did.
Oh no, I didn't say I didn't. I'm just saying.
Everybody does. Everybody. The nicest person you ever walked past in your life and met, they were petty to somebody somewhere.
Petty. They done something petty.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Left a text message on red.
They did something petty. I take that bullshit back. I apologize. Yeah. Everybody's petty.
Just levels to how petty you want to be.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is our what if question? Do we need a what if question?
I mean, why not? Why not? Make one up. I don't know.
We've been doing the talking, homie.
I've been enjoying it, homie.
You want to show up and do something today?
I have been showing up. And that's just me enjoying
I got a what if. What if you ran out of wine?
We did run out of wine. We need to cut. All right, so let's tie this up so we can go to the package store.
All right. All
right. So thank you guys for tuning in to our 125 podcast. Listen, leave a comment. Leave a motherfucking comment. Yo, you know my friends like, oh, can we call it? No, you cannot call in. Leave a comment.
Make that happen if
we
they're
can
down
make them
for that.
Yeah, call in. You guys want to call in? Who wants to call
Ooh,
in?
Okay.
That would be dope. I got 2 smart line numbers. We can make that happen.
We could call in?
Yeah, we're going to do a call-in episode.
Call-in
episode.
Who wants to call in?
All right. We're going to have a call-in episode. Our next pod, not this one, but the one after that, when I come back from vacation. We're going to have a call-in podcast.
Shit.
Oh, do you know what the one you come after vacation is?
What?
My birthday.
My birthday. My cancel party birthday.
125
Perfect.
Boulevard.
Hey, this
It's going to be a petty
Instagram.
bonanza.
Woohoo!
125 BLVD on all things social media. And
Instagram, Twitter. Leave a comment.
Actually, leave a comment. I look. I see no comments.
No comments. Yeah. Stop texting me with
Give us ideas.
Come on.
How are we going to get ideas if we don't have comments?
Ideas. What I would really love to see is some questions come down the pipeline, whether it be
Team Chrissy,
or whatever.
Something.
Let's get that going. So yeah, just visit 125boulevard.com or Twitter. Hit us up.
Share our links. Do something, people.
Tell us what you like. If you don't tell us what you like, we don't know what to do.
We're still going to do our damn thing anyway.
Truth.
It is a shit show.
Love you guys.
Until next time.
Adios.
Bye.